Hello, 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 Ninja Warriors. So, we are going to start a new topic today, which is even and odd function. But you know what? Along with that, we'll try to finish composite function as well. So, today we are trying to cover two different topics of functions chapter because it's high time we should finish functions and start a new chapter. Okay? If I'm audible and visible, do let me know in the chat box. Yes, everybody? Okay, am I audible? Am I visible, everyone? Am I audible? Yes, let me just share this link on the Telegram because I can see less people joining in today's session. What happened, huh? Let me check. Yes. Okay, no. So Ninja Ma'am is live now. Maths live now. Okay. Okay. How to apply emoji. Okay. And we have alt. Okay. All right, you came late. Yes, yes, yes. I came late a little bit. So sorry about it because I was facing some technical error in my studio. So I was connecting so many things in my studio. Eventually I connected. I told you now I'm facing that one cable issue. So that I'm going to fix it very soon. I was trying to do that today also, but yes, it is going to take some time, I guess. Now today, let's start from even and odd function. So for all of those who are new to the channel, new to my session, this is my brief introduction. My name is Namrata and I have over more than 10 years of teaching experience in both online and offline. Here are my credentials and here we go with the very first topic, which is even and odd functions. Okay. Also, please do not forget about, okay, let me just open this. See, if you just go in the description box, na, can you go in the description box? Let me just pull this. Okay, where are you? Yes. Let me just introduce to this. What is this? See, this is your description box. If you can check over here. And if you go here, Sigma batch, you know what? Last entry point of Sigma batch. Trust me. And after this, you will never see Sigma batch entry point. That's what I feel. Okay. So this is the last final call for your Sigma batch. Where in the Sigma batch, you all know that who all are the teachers. I am teaching. I have taken a session today in Sigma batch. Then Shreya sir, Diksha ma'am, and then we have three more teachers, PNJ sir, Pahul sir is also there, and Subhadar sir. Okay. So clearly, yahan pe you can see there are three options you have for Sigma batch. Sigma batch for 1 year. This is very plain, very basic, but you will get all sorts of things. But you will not get any printed material. Everything will be digital. In this Sigma plus quick revision card, so there will be hard copy of flashcard. And in this, what you're going to get is Sigma plus Tattva books, hard copy you're going to get. So Tattva books are designed in such a way that each book is very, very thin. So there are multiple books so that you can bring that. You can take that book to your library, to your school. Okay. So that is not bulky. It is like very handy books. Okay. So make sure that you are registered on Sigma batch because now then you will get, so your entry point will be 21st July. So we are going to start with from 21st July. Okay. But you have to enroll like in upcoming week, in this week, so that you can start off on 21st July. Okay, everybody? Yes? All right. Now, okay. I can see, good evening, Sai, good evening, Paya, good evening, Lighter. How are you? Thank you, Shiny. Thank you, Srinivas. Okay, Srinivas is saying, when do we have 11th class session? 11th class is already going on. You were not there yesterday. Yesterday, we had an 11th class session. Trigonometry is going on in 11th class. So, yes, that's how it is. Ma'am, how are you? I'm absolutely fine. And ma'am, I am a dropper. Please help me. Yes, yes. You can ask your queries also. You can join my Telegram and ask queries there. So I can reply it to you. Okay. Ma'am, when you start relation and function class 11th? See, class 11th, okay, you want a separate session for class 11th, I'll do that. I'll make a video on relations and functions class 11th as well. Okay, all right. Hi, Priya, how are you? How are you doing? How you doing? Okay, chalo, let's start. Let's not waste more time, huh? What do you think? We should start, right? We should start. Okay, chalo, let's start. Ma'am, please reply. I bought Tattva book after your lecture. Doing exercise 2 and 3 of that book enough for mains. Okay, so Tattva book I am going to talk about. Okay, you want me to address it first of all? Let me pick one Tattva book. This is chemistry. No. I want mathematics. Suppose this. This is your Tattva book, right? This is what you have got. Now let me just go through it. So see, 4 chapters in one book, very handy book. Can you see? Very handy book. You can take this book with you in your school, college. Okay, now, okay, so yes. Now table of content, I don't know how much it will be visible, but let me show you. It shows table of content. Now it shows exercise 1 and exercise 2. Yes, if you do exercise 1 and 2, then it will be very, very useful for JEE Mains. So for now, you can go for it. And yes, it will be helpful. It will be enough. Okay. Yes, why less watching this year, ma'am? 24, 25 batches best. Yes, because less watching because a lot of South Indian students go to the school, so they watch in their own time. So watching is less, but as usual, 2024, 2025 batch maybe same. It was the same only thing. Later on, we used to get more views, more comments. Okay, but when we are teaching live, there are very less students to attend. But that doesn't matter. Okay. What about other lessons of class 11th? Yes, one by one we are going to finish. Don't worry about it. Yes, okay. Chalo. Now I think we should start, but before I start, I want one thing from you. Smash that like button. Okay. All right. Yes. Clear? Chalo. Let's start. What is an even function first of all? Let's understand the definition of even function, everyone. Even function. Okay, so even function is that function where f of minus x is equals to f of x. Okay, so what does that mean? So suppose fx is equals to x cube. Fx is equals to x cube, right? And f of x is equals to x square. I'll take two things. There are two functions over here, right? Okay, now the moment you replace x by minus x, what will happen? Tell me. Ma'am, f of minus x becomes minus x whole cube. Now, minus x whole cube is minus x cube, which is nothing but minus. Now, this x cube can be written down as f of x. So, over here, can you see f of minus x? F of minus x is coming out as minus f of x, right? F of minus x is coming out as minus f of x. So this is not an even function. Even function means f of minus x should become f of x, just like this. Now replace x by minus x. So f of minus x will be minus x whole square. Minus x whole square is x square, which is nothing but f of x. Can you see f of minus x and fx are becoming equal? That means this is an even function. Okay, so f of minus x and f of x, if at all they are equal in their domain, then this is said to be an even function. Okay, suppose f of x is equals to cos x. No, Rohint, I did not ignore your Vanakkam. I just read it and I replied it in my head. Okay, sometimes I do that when so many comments are there. Okay, but yes. F of minus x. Now fx is equals to cos x. Tell me whether it is an even function or not. Quickly. So ma'am, f of minus x is cos of minus x. Cos minus theta is cos theta. So this is again cos x. Cos x is back to fx. f of minus x, f of x become equal. They become equal. Right? Okay. Clear? Perfecto. Now, one more thing, one more interesting fact about even function. The graph of every function is symmetric about y-axis. Graph of even function is symmetric about y-axis. So can you see this is your y-axis and your graph is symmetric about y-axis here. Okay. All right. Yes. See, don't worry about this. Don't worry. I am going to teach you this again in detail. It is just an example. Okay. Just understand the definition that even if you replace x by minus x, eventually you solve it, you are going to get the same function again. Can you see f of x is equals to x square? What is happening? Ma'am, f of minus x is minus x whole square. Yes or no? F of x is x square. I am checking whether it is an even function or not. So for that, I need to calculate f of minus x. Yes, ma'am. So this is nothing but x square because minus square is positive only. X square is back to your f of x. That means f of minus x and fx are becoming equal. So this is nothing but an even function. Graph of x square looks like this, which is symmetric about y-axis. Can you see graph is symmetric about y-axis? Can you see the symmetricity, everyone? Yes? Okay. Let's talk about odd function now. Odd function. F of minus x and minus f of x becomes equal. F of minus x and minus f of x becomes equal. For example, see, fx is equals to x. So just replace x by minus x. So ma'am, f of minus x is actually minus x. Right or wrong? Now x over here, this x can be written down as. So minus is as it is. X is again f of x. Now can you see this is actually becoming an odd function. This is a sign of odd function. Same. Fx is equals to x cube. Replace x by minus x in this. So ma'am, f of minus x is minus x whole cube. Minus x whole cube becomes minus x cube, f of minus x. Now x cube will be replaced by, x cube can be replaced by f of x. So minus is copy pasted, fx is right here. So now can you see this is an odd function, everyone? Now you know what is an odd function, what is an even function. Chalo, one question shall I ask you? Tell me, sin x is even or odd function? Quickly in the chat box. Sin x being an even function or odd function? Sin x, even or odd? Sin x, even or odd? Chalo, sin x is an odd function because sin minus x is what? Minus sin x. But cos minus x is what? Cos x only. Akhya, what are you saying? Sin x is an even function. See, sin x. Apply this, na? Apply that thing. So replace x by minus x. You'll be like, okay ma'am, f of minus x is sin of minus x. Sin minus theta is minus sin theta. Okay, so now this sin x will be just f of x. Negative sign is right here. Yes. So sin is not an even function. It is an odd function. But cos is an even function. Now, one very interesting fact about odd function. Nobody is going to tell you this. Very less teachers are going to tell you this. What happens for an odd function? Okay. So odd function I will prove it something. Okay. So just tell me odd function means what? Odd function definition, ma'am. F of minus x is minus f of x. Now put x is equals to 0 and tell me what happens. If you put x is equals to 0, f of minus 0 is 0 minus f of 0. F of 0 and minus f of 0 are equal. Shift this. F of 0 plus f of 0 becomes 0. That means 2 times f of 0 is 0. This implies f of 0 is equals to 0. That means, okay, so this is a very big revelation. Big revelation. For odd function, f of 0 always remains 0. If at all somebody has told you there is an odd function, you'll be like, okay, if that is an odd function, that means f of 0 is 0. Right? Sin x. Fx is equals to sin x. Odd function. So tell me f of 0 is 0 or not? Yes, ma'am. Tell me all about odd function. F of x is equals to x cube. Ma'am, odd function. F of 0 is 0. So for an odd function, universally, anywhere, any odd function, f of 0 becomes 0. And if I talk about the graph of an odd function, graph of odd function is actually symmetric about origin. Now here is a catch. What is symmetric about origin? Basically, symmetric about origin means first and third quadrant will be symmetric and second and fourth quadrant will be symmetric. Okay, so can you see first quadrant and third quadrant will have symmetric graph. And whatever there is in second quadrant now, there will be same in fourth quadrant, like that. Are you getting my point? Odd function. Now what we need to do is we need to solve a couple of problems. Okay. But before that, see, some functions are neither even nor odd. So it may be possible that somebody has given you a question. They are asking you that whether it is an even function or odd function. And you are like even, odd, even, odd, even, odd, even, odd. And you're like, no, this is nano. Nano means neither even nor odd. Okay. All right. So f of x is 3x plus 2. F of minus x is what? Minus 3x plus 2. Can you see that we are not getting both the things? F of minus x is neither f of x and f of minus x is neither minus f of x. Both conditions are not getting satisfied. So that means in the whole universe, in the world of mathematics, how many functions are there? There are 3 functions. Even function, odd function, and finally even function, odd function, and finally we have nano functions as well. Okay. But my ninja tip of the day, please do not give up. I will give you a set of functions and I will ask you whether it is even, whether it is odd, or it is nano. Okay. But do not give up very easily. Sometimes it may happen that, okay, you might feel like, oh, this is not even satisfying the condition of even function. Oh, this is not at all satisfying the condition of odd function. Oh, so is it nano function? So be careful. The moment you get to the conclusion, be careful. Chalo. Ready for the set of question 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Solve it. Try solving it. Okay. All right. I am going to give you some time to solve this question. I hope that is visible. When do we have next 11th class session? 11th class is on Friday. Okay, one by one, let's address it. First, log of, so f of x is given. So what is the procedure? X will be replaced by minus x. So f of minus x, can anybody tell me log of minus x plus square root 1 plus minus x whole square is x square. This is your f of minus x. Now, if you try to match it, you'll be like, okay, no, it is not happening. Actually, it is not becoming fx. It is neither becoming f of minus x. But I told you, now, do not give up very easily. Try doing something. Try doing at least something, Rohit. What happened? Hi, Prem Singla. How are you? So, yes, this is what you are getting. F of minus x you have got. Okay. Now, f of minus x is not becoming fx, is not becoming minus fx. I hope you know. See, in both even and odd, there is one step. If f of x become fx, then it is even. If it is become minus fx, then it is becoming odd. I hope this part is clear to you. So f of minus x we are calculating. Now we are rationalizing it. Okay. So f of minus x is log. Now see, a minus b, a plus b, rationalizing. A minus b, a plus b is what? Ma'am, a square minus b square whole upon square root of a1 plus x square plus x. X square cancel. So this is log of 1 upon x plus square root 1 plus x square. Okay, which is log of x plus square root 1 plus x square power minus 1. And you know what? The property of log says, the question is different and you are writing different. Sorry, whole bracket is there, but there is one more bracket. Okay. So now minus 1 will come in front. Minus 1. Minus 1 it will come in front. So now can you see, this is minus of log x plus 1 plus x root x square. So this is minus f of x. So f of minus x is minus f of x, means that is an odd function. Odd function. Okay. So I think first one is odd function. Second one, Rohit is saying even. And okay. So second one, Rohit is saying even. Second one is this. Okay, let's see. F of x is x times. Let me just copy it. F of x is equals to x 2 power x plus 1 and 2 power x minus 1, right? Now what you need to do is replace x by minus x. So ma'am, f of minus x will be minus x 2 power minus x plus 1, 2 power minus x minus 1. Start taking LCM or start converting this. 2 power minus x. 2 power minus x is 1 upon 2 power x plus 1. 1 upon 2 power x minus 1. So minus x is kept here. And now take LCM. So 1 plus 2 power x. 2 power x will get cancelled out the moment you take LCM. And this is 1 minus 2 power x. Okay. Now this minus sign, I am pushing it down in denominator. So x 2 power x plus 1. And this is 2 power x minus 1, which is coming out exactly as fx. So that is an even function. Yes? Everybody getting it? Understanding it? Okay. What about the third question? Fx is equals to 2x cube minus x plus 1. Third. f of x is equals to 2x cube minus x plus 1. Okay. All right. So x will be replaced by minus x. F of minus x. 2x cube. So minus x if you will put minus 2x. Then it will be plus x plus 1. So clearly this is not even equivalent to fx, not equivalent to f of x with a negative sign. So now this is a nano, neither even nor odd. Okay. All right. Let's talk about the fourth one. Fourth one is fx is equals to 3. Now this is so easy. F of minus x will also be 3. That means fx, f minus x are same. So clearly this is an even function. And do I need to do this? Replace x by minus x. And you know what? This right hand side will be exactly same. So this is, the moment I see this, I feel like, okay, this is an even function. Yes, Rohit, you are absolutely right. So now odd and even function, I think we are done. Okay. Alrighty. Clear? Chalo. Now let's do something. Let's start something. Properties of even slash odd function. Okay. What is this? Suppose you have got two functions. Okay. So let us see. F of x is equals to cos x plus x square. So can you see this is even plus even? Okay. First example. Second, f of x is equals to cos x plus x. So this is even plus odd. Third, f of x is equals to now odd plus odd. So sin x plus x. So that is odd plus odd. Okay. See, understand. Very basic. I am going to give you a very simple trick, ninja trick to remember this chart. Okay. Now just tell me, when both the functions are even, cos x is also an even function, x square is also an even function. So what about the overall function? What do you think? What is the overall function? When two functions are even, what is the sum? What is the sum? If two functions are even, then the sum or subtraction is also even, yes or no? When both functions are odd, then sum and subtraction is also what? Even. Sorry, odd. Okay. So what I am trying to tell you, if one function is even and second function is even, its sum, product and division, everything will be even. If both the functions are even, then their sum is even, their product will be even and their division will be even. I think the first line of this table is very easy. Now understand, if two functions are odd, then their sum or subtraction will be odd, as you can see in this, because the moment you apply minus sign, this is minus sin x, minus sign will come common, it will be minus fx, so that is why it is odd function, right? But you know what, the moment, see fourth example, f of x is equals to x sin x. Tell me, x sin x is an odd function or an even function? X sin x. So ma'am, x sin x will be an even function. So product of two odd function will be what? Product of two odd function will be even function, same. Division will also give you an even. Okay. Now one even and one odd. So one even and one odd, cos x plus x is nano. Just take a very basic example. So one even, one odd, sum and subtraction will give you nano, and even and odd. So let me give you the fifth example. One even, one odd. F of x is equals to x cos x. So it will be an odd function. So odd. Okay. All right. See, you don't have to remember it. Trust me, you will solve some problems. It will be visible into you. It will be quite visible to you. One by one you don't have to remember it. You just have to understand it. That's it. Okay? Okay, everybody? Now we are going to start composite functions. Okay? Composite functions, are we ready? See, what are composite functions? You understand. This is a GIF, by the way, which is not visible in my PDF. So, composite function is one inside the other and other inside the another. Then another inside other like that. No, you'll be like, ma'am, what are you saying? Yes. Hold on, I will tell you what is a composite function. First of all, see. Very easy, very easy. See, understand some steps over here. First of all, I do one thing. What is happening right now? Understand what is happening right now also. So, suppose there is a camera. Can you see a camera? Okay. So, I'll click your picture. Okay. So, Rohint, let's do it. I am going to click your picture. Okay. And that picture with using my camera. Okay. All right. And your picture will get saved in the memory card. There is an SD card, you know. We have a memory in the phone, correct? Memory card, one chip is there in this camera. That card I am going to insert. Can you see? This is the memory card which I am going to insert in my laptop. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I am going to put this input, okay, over here, and eventually what I'm going to get is I am going to get this output, which is your picture. Okay. So what is happening? I am inserting an input. Okay. So this is an input over here. Input is fed into my computer. Okay. Now computer is giving input to the printer. And finally printer is giving me output. Output is your picture. Okay. So input is coming in computer. See, understand. Input is coming in the computer with the help of SD card. So what is the input? Input is the SD card or memory card. Memory card is the input. And what is the final output? Picture is the final output. But you know what? Meanwhile, there is a process going on. There is some process going on. So card I am inserting in computer. Computer is giving its own output and this output is going inside the printer. And eventually printer is giving you output. Okay. All right. Yes. Getting it. Now one more example. A similar example. Try to understand. Suppose you have wheat. Okay. You put this wheat in this machine which is called flour machine. Flour machine. I don't know, but these days a lot of household people are having that flour machine. What is this flour machine does? Nothing. You just put the wheat inside that and that wheat will get grinded into flour. You eat wheat flour, right? So it will be powdered wheat. Powdered wheat is what we called it as flour. In Hindi, we call it as atta. Okay, so you put wheat, it will grind actually and it will give you flour. Flour will be your output. Now this flour, you have to insert in a roti maker, atta maker. Atta maker. You know what is atta, right? So that flour you will put, water you will put, it will get combined. Eventually, you will get a dough. Dough. Yes? Understanding this whole process, what is happening? So what we are doing is, we are putting one input in one machine, and then eventually what we are getting is, we are getting output. That output from one machine is becoming input to another machine. See, output from machine number 1, output for machine number 1 is what? Ma'am, floor. From machine 1, we are getting floor as the output. And now output from machine number 1 is becoming input for machine number 2. Okay, so there are two machines involved. Same is the composite function. Now understand what is composite function. So what you are doing is, you are putting, so there are two functions, G and F. Okay. So input you are putting X you are giving it to G. So you will get G of X. G of X will be your first output. Now G of X, you are going to insert in F. So it will become F of G of X. It will be the final output. That is your composite function. Okay. Are you understanding my point? Yes? Okay. So let me just give you one mapping diagram of composite function. So first of all, what we are going to do is, see, first of all, there is a function F and G. Let me give you a final thing for a composite function. See, suppose composite function, yes, let F be a function from A to B and G be a function from B to C. F is from A to B, G is from B to C. Okay? All right. Then there will be a function GOF from A to C directly. There will be a composite function GOF. GOF is a composite function. GOF is a composite function, A to C, defined by G of F of X is equals to GOF X. Now understand it very nicely. Let me go back to this example. See, understand what I am trying to say. This wheat is your X, which you are putting at G. This is G of X. G of X is your floor, which you are putting as an input inside your X, and eventually you are getting F of G of X. Okay? Alright, now understand what I am trying to do. See, if at all I want to combine this, eventually what will happen? I will just insert X. I don't know now. I don't know what is happening. I am just interested in putting input and providing output. So let me go back to that floor example and let me tell you, what if, see this, watch this with your mom, and your dad also. So see, what will happen? Suppose, what if I tell you that Ninja Ma'am is creating one machine, okay, which is going to give you direct. So you put wheat, okay, there is one machine. You don't have to worry about what is happening. Just put wheat and eventually you get direct dough. So what I'm trying to do, understand, I am just combining this whole process into one package. I am doing the same thing. I am taking wheat as an input. I am grinding it first of all. Okay. And then I am just giving that flour to that atta maker. So I am just combining. I have not done anything. This company is going to sue me because they'll be like, oh, hello, this I have created, and I'll be like, I am just combining it and earning money. Okay. So wheat directly you are going to get that dough atta. Okay. All right. So this is what we are trying to create in composite function. Now understand, suppose you are having A. A is an input. and then you have B, and then you have C. Okay, so here you will put X. Eventually you will put X. Then what you will get? You will get f of X. Then f of X becomes input. So now it will become finally G of f of X. Okay, but now you know what? This whole Venn diagram, you can replace it with one simple diagram, which is A and C directly. So X you are putting, G of f of X, GOF you are getting. Okay, similar thing. So whole process I am replacing it by like this. Now you are understanding composite function in real life. So just combining the two like back-to-back processes. See, just understand, if at all you don't have floor, then this machine is a huge waste. Without, see, floor machine, if I'm going to delete the floor machine from the earth, this machine is a total waste, because this machine needs floor. You won't have floor. If you won't have floor, what will you do with this machine? Right? Okay, so that is why composite, everything you will see is a composite in nature. See, fx is bread, gx is this. Okay, fx is bread, gx is omelette. So f of g of x becomes input now. So g of x become inside the sandwich. Okay, and g of f of x means what? Now fx will become input to that omelette. Just a like simple analogy so that you understand that both are different. Chalo. Now let's start understanding mathematics behind it, because we have done enough analogies. Now let's come back to mathematics. Okay. Two functions f and g are defined from this. F of x is given, g of x is given. We need to find two things, f of g of x. We need to find f of g of x and g of f of x. See, understand ninja way. That's the way ninja way. That's the way ninja way. So see, understand. F of g of x you have to find. Okay. So where is fx? See, always look for the outward function. Where is fx? Where is fx? Ma'am, fx spotted, fx spotted. So in here, what you need to do is you just replace x by gx. Just replace x by gx. Wherever you find x, just replace it by gx. So this will be replaced by gx. This will be replaced by gx. So this is g of x plus 1. Yes or no? See, if fx is as x plus 1, if fx is x plus 1, then f of g of x is gx plus 1. Now, what does that mean? So, this is x plus 2 plus 1. So, this is x plus 3. So, now fog x is x plus 3. Yes? Can anybody help me finding this g of f of x? Always look for outward function, ma'am, g of x. Now replace x by fx. So this is fx plus 2. So g of f of x is equals to fx plus 2. Now put the value of fx, ma'am, x plus 1 plus 2. Oops, ma'am, both are same. So ma'am, are you saying that GOF and fog both are same? No. In general, understand, in general, fog and GOF are not equal. Please mind it. Fog x is not equals to GOF x in general. In general. Just like this. Suppose if suppose you and your twin brother are studying in same school. Is it compulsory? No, it's not compulsory. In general, there is no rule that you and your twin brother or your sibling will go to the same school. But if they are going, this is an exception. Okay? In general, there is no rule. So if it is coming, that means it is a specific case. No need to Generalize it. Now, fx gx, again, replace x by gx in here. If you do that, ma'am, f of g of x is equals to g of x square. G of x square means x plus 1 whole square, x square plus 2x plus 1. Here what you have to do is replace x by f of x. What will happen? G of f of x will become f of x plus 1. Now place the value of f of x. F of x is x square plus 1. So can you see both are not equal? This time both are not equal. So in general they are not same. Sometimes it can come, they can be same, but in general they are not equal. Okay everybody? Getting it? Understanding it? Chalo. Shall I give you a question? Let's do JEE main question. Okay? It's a very good question by the way. Okay. All right. So this is a very good question. Understand this. This is a different, weird question. You will not get it nicely. Googly question. You'll be like, okay, ma'am, gx is given and gof x is given. Okay. Gx and gof x is given and we need to figure out f of 5 by 4. Okay. F of 5 by 4. So first of all, see gx is right there. G of f of x is 4x square minus 10x plus 5. Okay. And f of 5 by 4 we need to figure out. Let's suppose that f of 5 by 4 is k. Okay. So now put x is equals to, just try putting x is equals to 5 by 4. Put x is equals to 5 by 4. Because this is the only way I have. I don't have any other way. I need 5 by 4 inside my f. That means I need to put 5 by 4 over here to create f of 5 by 4. Right or wrong? Tell me. So yes, this is g of f of 5 by 4 is equals to 4 into 5 by 4 whole square minus 10 into 5 by 4 plus 5. So this is 4 cancel. So 25 by 4. 25 by 4. Minus this is what? 25 by 2. Plus 5 and this is nothing but g of f of 5 by 4 is what we need to calculate. What do you want? Tell me. F of 5 by 4. F of 5 by 4 is what? So g of k. So now you are getting actually g of k. G of k is nothing but, now solve it. So this is going to be minus 25 by 4 plus 5. So eventually, what are you going to get? G of k is 5 4s are 20. So minus 5 by 4. G of k is coming out as minus 5 by 4. What do you want? Ma'am, I want the value of k. G of k is minus 5 by 4. Now, one thing you have not utilized, which is this. Gx is equals to x square plus x minus 1, right? So, g of k will be k square plus k minus 1. So, k square plus k is equals to 1 minus 5 by 4. So, this is 1 by 4. K square plus k is equals to 1 by 4. So, that is 4k square plus 4k minus 1 is equal to 0. Yes? Solve it. Solve it. Okay. So, this is going to give you 4k square. Hold on. Am I doing it correct? 1 minus 5 by 4 is actually minus 5 by 4. So, it is going to give you plus 1. Yes. So, this is a perfect square. 2k plus 1 whole square is equals to 0. K is going to be minus half. This is what you were looking for. K, which is f of 5 by 4. So, this is this whole process. K is minus half. B option is absolutely right. Yes? B option is absolutely right. Okay? Alrighty. Understanding the process, this is a very beautiful question. Very beautiful question. Okay? Alright. Now, I will be teaching you how to define fogx and how to plot the graph of fogx. Okay? Ma'am, how much time more is the class? I think 20 minutes, 20 approximate 20 minutes more. Okay? Chalo. F of x is given as this, g of x is given as this, and now fogx. So, this is a piecewise function. It is very difficult. Trust me, it is very difficult. See, gof x, fogx looks very cute when this is a simple function, when fx is this, gx is this. It looks very cute. Fx is x, gx is x plus 1. Now calculate fogx, calculate gof x. We have done that. Very easy. But now when fx and gx becomes like this, calculating fogx is going to be very difficult. Okay. So now, but, Ninja Ma'am is here. Why am I here? I am here to make your job easy. I am going to tell you step-by-step algorithms. Step by step. Learn it with me. This is very important, and this thing is going to be helpful in your limits, continuity and differentiability also. Okay? Alright? Yes. Chalo. Let's start. So, fx is this, gx is this. We need to define f of g of x. First of all, step number 1. Always draw the graph of internal function. Draw graph of inside function which is inside. So, internal function. Internal function is what? Tell me. Ma'am, g of x is internal function. So, you have to plot the graph of gx. Okay, let's do it, ma'am. You are saying one by one and we'll understand what is the logic. So, this is your g of x. In this case, it is gx, right? So, x less than 1. So, x is less than 1 here, greater than 1 here. Okay. So, x less than 1. So, minus x. See, minus x line looks like this. This is y is equals to minus x. Yeah, gx is equals to minus x line look like this. So, now, if I try to plot the graph, it will look like this. Okay. Since, see, understand, x equal to 1 is missing over here now. So, that is why there is a hollow circle. For x strictly less than 1, you have gx is equals to minus x. Clear kya? Now, for x greater than or equal to 1, the graph will be 1 minus x. Okay, so minus x and 1 minus x both are parallel lines. These two are parallel lines, okay? All right, so if you put x is equals to 1, you will get 0. So this is how your parallel line will look like. See, both parallel lines. And here it is a solid circle. Why solid circle? Because equality is right here. Step number 1 clear kya? Is it very difficult to draw the graph of g of x? No, ma'am. Okay. Now step number 2. Step 2. Write f of g of x by replacing x by g of x in f of x. So you have f of x, right? Where is f of x? Tell me everybody. Ma'am, this is f of x. So it's just that replace x by gx everywhere. Replace x by gx everywhere. So ma'am, f of g of x is equals to 1 minus g of x. Is here g of x whole square. G of x less than or equals to 0. G of x greater than or equals to 0. Bolo. Step 1, step 2 clear kya? How many of you are saying that yes ma'am, step 1, step 2 clear? Now here comes step 3. Rewrite step number 3 by analyzing graph. Rewrite step 2 by analyzing graph. So now this step needs your critical thinking. Here critical thinking will come into the picture, my dear students. Are you listening to me, everyone? Rewrite step number 2 by analyzing graph. Ma'am, how to analyze graph? Teach us. Okay, understand. Step 2, by graph. Okay. So, over here, understand. First of all, see, step 3 is all about this. Step 3 is all about this part. Gx less than or equals to 0. Gx greater than, here actually strictly greater than 0. So see, gx less than 0, gx. So graph, gx, this is gx. Gx is less than 0. That means graph of gx. Graph of gx will be below the x-axis. Let me repeat. Gx less than or equal to 0 means what? The graph of gx below x-axis. So ma'am, hold on. Graph of gx below x-axis, we can see ma'am 2 graphs. We can see 2 branches. Yes or no? When I say gx less than 0, so graph of gx will be below x-axis. So I can see there are 2 branches. So for this, there will be 2 branches, number 1 and number 2. Okay. And gx greater than 0. So graph of gx greater than 0 means above x-axis. So there is just single branch. So there is only one thing. Only first thing. Okay. Only one branch. Let's rewrite now. F of g of x. Okay. So now gx less than 0. So ma'am, we can clearly see that graph of gx is less than 0 twice. Number 1 is this particular segment. Now this particular segment, and number 2 is ma'am this segment. So this segment we can clearly see that x belongs to 0 to 1 open. 0 close to 1 open. So this branch is twice. X belongs to 0 close to 1 open and x belongs to 1 to infinity. This one. 1 minus gx. Okay. 1 minus gx. So both are 1 minus gx. So 1 minus gx. So now gx from 0 to 1, this is the branch. What is this? Tell me. Can anybody tell me that where is it coming from? Ma'am, this is actually minus x. This portion is what? Minus x. This portion is 1 minus x. So here gx is minus x. Here gx is 1 minus x. So now gx will be replaced by minus x in this portion. And gx will be replaced by. So now 1 minus x. Okay. All right. Yes. Clear? Now, gx greater than 0. So I am talking about this branch. This is also gx is equals to minus x. Okay. But you know what? This branch is all about negative x. So x less than 0. Gx is minus x. So this is how it is, gx whole square. So minus x whole square. Now you have got your f of g of x. Okay. So rewrite f of g of x nicely. F of g of x. Finally. Ma'am, f of g of x. So 1 plus x. X belongs to 0 to 1. X belongs to 0 to 1. Now 1 cancel. This is x. So again x. X is greater than 1. X is less than 0. The third branch is x square. So this is how it is coming. Now can you see fog x is right there in front of you? You can plot it. You can talk about it. Is it odd? Is it even? Is it range? Everything. If you can plot the graph, then you can do anything about that. 1, 1 on 2 into anything. Okay. All right. Chalo. So let's now do a one question on this. Atharv, only this composite function, piecewise function is a little bit complicated. Can I skip this chapter? Oh my God, Atharv. You will have to skip complete mathematics if you want to skip functions. You want to skip functions. You can't be studying limits, continuity, differentiability, method of differentiation, application of derivative, indefinite integration, definite integration, differential equation, area under curve. This whole chunk you're going to skip. Then what will you study? Okay. Just by one difficult question, do not blame the whole chapter, please, for God's sake. Okay. If the topic is difficult, just rethink about that topic, but do not think about leaving that whole chapter. Ma'am, rewriting step confusion. Rewriting step confusion. Okay, this one. This one, though, you will have to watch. Rohint, you will have to watch this particular segment at least 3 to 4 times. One by one single word by word. Word by word you have to understand. Okay? Yes, and don't worry. See, in functions, this will not be utilized. But you know what? When we are going to do limits, continuity, differentiability, especially differentiability, then we are going to redo it. Then I am going to explain it to you again. Same thing, same concept I am going to repeat. Okay, at the time of differentiability. So this is just an introduction. And yes, one question if we are going to do nothing, then I think we are going to be fine. What do you think? What do you think? Let's do one question. One JEE main question. See, when fx is given and gx is given, then the function f of g of x. So see, f of g of x, f of g of x. Step number 1. Step number 1. I think step number 1 and step number 2 can be interchanged. See, step number 1 and step number 2 are independent. Okay. So if you want to write step 2 first, you can go ahead. Okay. Just write it down and then draw the graph of gx. Then also it works. So let's do it this way. Today, then let's do it this way. First, what are we going to do is, in my fx, see fx. First of all, let me write down fx. Ma'am, fx is what? mod x minus 1. So x minus 1 when x greater than or equals to 1. 1 minus x when x is less than 1. This is your fx piecewise. Okay. Now what do you want, ma'am? F of g of x. So step number 2 I am going to do in the beginning here, because I told you 1 and 2 can be interchanged. Okay. There is no sequence. So now f of g of x. So you just have to replace this x by gx. X by gx. So gx minus 1. So this is simple. Gx minus 1. Gx is greater than or equals to 0. 1 minus gx. And gx is less than 1. Okay. Gx is less than 1. Okay. Clear? Now what you have to do is you just have to plot the graph of gx. So let's plot the graph of gx now. Okay. Ma'am, x greater than or equals to 0. It's e power x. So for positive x, it's e power x. E power x graph looks like this. So this will be like this. E power x. E power x. This is your x plus 1 when x is less than 0. So if you put x is equals to 0, you will get 1. And so see, this is 1. So this is how your x plus 1 wala graph will look like. Are you getting it? Are you understanding it? Do you want me to just show you a little bit above also? Yes, like this. So this is the graph of g of x. Okay, this is your x, this is your g of x. Clear? This is e power x, this is x plus 1. This is x plus 1. Sorry, this is not x plus 1. Hold on. X plus 1 is this. Oops. This is your x plus 1. This is your x plus 1. Right? Okay. Now, for Rohint, this is your rewriting wala step. Rewriting wala step. Rewriting. Step number 3. See, step number 1. Step number 1. Step number 2. Now, rewriting wala. Rewriting may you have to first of all make sure that what are the steps. Think about this. Gx greater than or equals to 1. Okay. So, see, in this case, gx greater than or equals to 1. So, think about a line which is y is equals to 1. This is 1. So, this is gx is equals to 1. Agree or not? This is your gx is equals to 1. So, greater than 1 means above. Can you see? So, tell me, the graph of gx above 1, above this line 1 is this. Yes or no? This is the graph. Gx greater than 1 is this. And you know what? Check out the x. Check out the x. So this is the graph. Check out the x corresponding to this blue graph. Ma'am, corresponding to this blue graph, x is 0 to infinity. So see this here, can you see only one branch? By the way, only single branch. So this is corresponding to x belongs to 0 to infinity. Okay, and gx will be replaced by gx is what? E power x. So gx will be replaced by e power x minus 1. Now gx less than 1. That means this line 1 less. So again, can you see only single graph is existing when gx is x plus 1. So in this case, gx will be replaced by x plus 1 and gx less than 1. See, gx, this is your 1, gx less than 1 corresponds to negative x-axis. So that is x less than 0. So this is x greater than or equals to 0 and this is x less than or equals to 0. This is your f of g of x. Okay. So x cancels. So e power x minus 1 and this is minus x. This actually is what? Minus x. So f of g of x. Fog x, finally you got it. You just now have to rewrite it. E power x minus 1 for x greater than 0 and minus x for x less than 0. Correct? Now you just have to, now what do you want? Ma'am, we need to figure out whether the neither 1, 1 on 2 and so on. Okay. So see, just draw the graph of fog x and you will be relieved. The post-mortem report is right in front of you. E power x for x greater than or equals to 0. See, e power x graph will look like this, but you want e power x minus 1. E power x minus 1. That means you have to pull this graph 1 unit below. So this is how it is. And the minus x graph will look like this. Okay. So now can you see first of all horizontal line test? HLT. HLT. Ma'am, it is the graph of fx now. How are you saying it's gx graph? No, this is the graph of gx. This is the graph of gx. No? This is gx. E power x. X plus 1. This is gx only. No? This is the graph of fx now. No, this is gx, right? What are you saying? Anyway, so this is many one function. Many one function. Can anybody tell me what is the range of this? So range of this function. See, graph is not there below x-axis. Every graph. Fog, range of fog. Range of fog is positive. So 0 to infinity. What is codomain? See, codomain. So F and G both are R to R. Both are R to R. So all real value. Codomain is all real value. So range is not equals to codomain. That means it is an into function. So many one and into, many one and into. So neither 1, 1 nor onto option 1 is absolutely right. Yes. Two topics we have done, composite function and along with that even and odd functions. Codomain and range are not equal in this case, no? How can you say that this is equal? Yes, everyone? Now it's clear? All right. So this was the last question of the day. And now, what is the next thing which we are going to cover in upcoming session? That is going to be inverse of a function. Inverse of a function. Periodic function. Periodic function and functional equation. Functional equation. Okay. All right. Yes. So most probably I will try to cover this thing in only one session. Okay. Sorry, ma'am, I am confused. Yes, Rohin, no issue. I know for the first time this question is not very easy. But you know what? The beauty of these type of questions is, see, we have, the process is difficult, but once you understand the process, every question will be the same. The whole, like every FOGX will follow the same thing. So just do a couple of questions and then you will realize, oh, I am getting pro at it. It's just the muscle memory, that's it. Okay. All right. So these three things I will try to cover in only single session. So most probably relations and functions we are going to finish in this week. Next week, do let me know in the chat box. What do you want? What should I start? So I will give you two options, huh? First, matrices and determinants, or second, either ITF, or third is LCD, limits, continuity and differentiability. I want a break from this, so I want to start matrices and determinants. This is a high weightage also. My recommendation will be this, but if you can recommend, you can do it. Okay. All right. So the